For my project, social media played a huge role in the research and planning stages, as the only way that I could obtain knowledge about these K-pop artists were by online resources, since you'll never see them on programs like MTV here, or see them billboards here, or hear their music on the radio, or know anything about them. So everything I knew about the genre all came from the internet. On YouTube, there are an infinite amount of music videos of these artists, and so I was able to observe the forms and conventions of a K-pop music video, as well as observe how the audience react to the music video, whether that be through the comments or even like specifically made reaction videos of the K-pop artists' music videos. So I was able to delve into the mind of a K-pop fan and figure out exactly what they are looking for. To get an even better understanding of the K-pop audience, I conducted a survey on a website called SurveyMonkey. From the information given, I was able to compile a list of key features that fans of the genre expected to be in a K-pop music video, and was able to illustrate this into my own project. It was interesting to know that the language barrier wasn't a problem to them, and that they enjoyed the visuals of the music video without needing to know the meaning of the song. I also wanted to know about the promotional process, like the reasons for why companies decide to manufacture these groups, and to find information like this, I found some forums online of people who had a better understanding of how the industry worked, and this really opened my mind to how complicated the process was, and I was able to integrate that into my own product by projecting the star image of my artist in a similar way as to how these companies do so. In terms of my auxiliary text, I was able to find designs of posters that were released online by Instagram and Twitter by the companies, so that any international fan can find out when the album is coming out. And this is where I was able to gain inspiration from my own poster. Usually albums are released on Spotify on the same day as the album is released, so that fans can stream and download the songs. And this is where I was able to find so many album covers that had inspired my own album cover. For the construction of my music video, I used Premiere Pro, as I had some experience with it prior to A2 from my AS project, and therefore I was able to create more complex effects, such as using keyframes for little poses and making more interesting transitions and separating layers of the RGB curves to create this effect. I also used Photoshop in order to create a professional looking poster and digipack for my artist. This piece of software was new to me, and so I had to use tutorials on YouTube as well as the official Adobe website to help me create certain effects, such as this double exposure effect. YouTube was also useful for my evaluation, as I was able to share my music video onto the site, and I could easily share the video via WhatsApp to some fans of K-pop, and would therefore receive constructive criticism. WhatsApp was also useful, as people who lived quite far away and couldn't be filmed were able to send voice memos of the improvements that I could make, and so I could collect a vast amount of feedback for my project, which helped me reflect on my whole product. And lastly, I used WordPress to create a blog of which I could keep a record of my progress, so I could look back at my research and planning and refer to it when I was constructing the product. It also allowed me to reflect on my project as a whole for the evaluation stage.